Bonjour tout le monde, bienvenue à la 13e édition du Comédie d'Enfer de Massimadi. Mon nom c'est Naila, la grosse qui fait des vidéos pour les intimes, puis la grosse qui fait des vidéos 2 pour ceux qui savent que ma vie est un échec lamentable. Vous pouvez, j'espère que vous allez vous amuser tout au long de la soirée. On a aujourd'hui 6 personnes vraiment nice et vraiment plus drôles que moi. Une chance que c'est pas moi qui fais un numéro parce que ce serait vraiment pas drôle aujourd'hui. Alors, on a avec nous ce soir, il y a quelques personnes qui vont s'ajouter, là, c'est pour toutes les faces que tu vois. On a Brandon, Cliff, Tamara, Daphné, Tani, Mamari, puis moi. Allô la gang. Fait que c'est ça. Pour commencer, ok, je vous envoie avec Tani, une comédienne et humoriste lesbienne d'origine antillaise, Guadeloupe. Toi, yes. on m'a dit de dire Guadeloupe parce que je sais pas si je peux dire Guadeloupéenne, Guadeloupéenne, comme du monde. Elle vit à Paris. Elle se consacre au stand-up depuis 3 ans. Elle aborde avec humour des sujets sensibles comme la sexualité, le racisme. Je vais donner un exemple de blague qu'elle pourrait dire. Nous, les lesbiennes noires, on est comme un peu les clitoris ou le consentement. On n'entendait pas trop parler de nous, mais il est grand temps qu'on se fasse connaître. Puis tu sais quoi, je suis d'accord. Fait que, Tani, je te laisse le micro.
Ben écoute, je suis ravie d'être là, vraiment, ça fait plaisir. Alors on va être tolérant parce que faire du stand-up en live, c'est vraiment pas facile. Donc voilà, maître mot, tolérance, sororité, tout ça. Donc je m'appelle Tani. Je sais pas si beaucoup de personnes me connaissent au Canada. Je suis humoriste et j'ai froid globalement dans la vie. Voilà, je sais pas combien il fait à Montréal, mais à Paris, il fait froid déjà. Donc voilà, moi, je suis venue une fois au Canada en mars. Il faisait à peu près -10 et mes doigts s'en souviennent parce que j'ai cru les perdre. Et vraiment, ça m'aurait embêté de les perdre en tant que lesbienne. Voilà. Donc, on m'a demandé, il fait -8, incroyable. C'est beaucoup trop froid. On m'a demandé de venir vous parler et pour vous faire rire et pour vous parler de l'année 2020. Rire et 2020, c'est compliqué à concilier, ok? Moi, j'aurais pu faire ça avec pleurer et 2020, être énervé et 2020, stressé et 2020, mais j'ai quand même essayé de me concentrer sur les choses positives. 2020, j'ai définitivement décidé de porter mon afro tous les jours de l'année, 365 jours, parce que voilà, ça suffit, hein, en fait. Même si les gens mettent leurs mains dedans sans me demander, ça m'insupporte effectivement. Je sais pas en quelle année ça va s'arrêter, ça, ce phénomène. Les gens qui disent oui, mais c'est marrant, on a envie de toucher, oui. Mais si on commence à toucher toutes les parties du corps, on ne va jamais s'en sortir, en fait. Voilà. Parce qu'en plus, je sais pas, les oreilles décollées, on peut trouver ça marrant, ben on va pas les toucher. En vrai, c'est pas marrant. Je veux dire, en tout cas, moi, je me lève tous les matins avec mes cheveux. Quand je me regarde dans le miroir, je suis pas genre funny girl. Non, ça n'arrive pas. Mais qu'est-ce que je voulais porter mon afro tous les jours, même si je sais pas comment ça se passe au Canada, mais en France, il y a déjà des endroits où on m'a dit que aller travailler avec une coupe afro, c'était pas professionnel. Alors moi, je trouve ça très drôle. Surtout que souvent, les endroits où on te dit ça, tu sais, c'est des entreprises où il y a des mecs qui ont des pellicules sur leurs épaules. Vous voyez ce genre d'endroit? Où il y a aussi des vieux qui rabattent leurs cheveux sur leur crâne pour faire croire que c'est pas fini. Alors que si, Jean-Claude, la fête est finie, tu n'as plus rien sur le caillou. Ce n'est pas très professionnel de cacher une calvitie, tu vois. Attention, petite parenthèse, je ne me moque pas des personnes qui ont une calvitie. Ça arrive, ça s'appelle la vieillesse. Et tout le monde vieillit. Moi, cette année aussi, j'ai vieilli en 2020. J'ai eu mes premiers cheveux blancs. Et je ne sais pas ce que vous en pensez, mais moi, je trouve que c'est assez déstabilisant quand tu es noir ou métisse de voir quelque chose de blanc pousser sur toi. Moi, pendant quelques secondes, j'ai eu une crise, tu vois. Je me suis dit, qu'est-ce qui m'arrive? Michael Jackson sort de ce corps! Et en fait, ils me font trop rire, mes cheveux blancs, parce que vraiment, je vous jure, ils sont vraiment pas comme les autres. Ils sont tout courts et tout drus. Quand je les regarde dans le miroir, j'ai l'impression de voir des blancs qui se seraient perdus à une soirée afro, tu vois. Genre. Mes cheveux autour, ils sont là genre, ouais, on s'ambiance, c'est qui lui? Il bouge pas. Voilà, c'est ça qui se passe actuellement sur ma tête. Mais en tout cas, je voulais pas que vous parler de mes cheveux. Je voulais aussi vous parler parce que quand même, on n'est pas là pour rien. Hein. On est là aussi pour dire qu'on est fiers d'être lesbienne et tout. Donc moi, j'ai décidé en 2020 que c'est clair, j'allais le crier partout. J'aime les filles, les filles c'est merveilleux. Je suis très contente d'être lesbienne. Alors même si c'est un peu compliqué, c'est vrai que tu as dit tout à l'heure que j'étais antillaise, je suis de Guadeloupe. Et c'est vrai qu'on a un peu de retard en France. Hein. Voilà, moi, vous situez, voilà, je suis lesbienne et antillaise. Quand je tape lesbienne et antillaise dans Google, je n'existe pas. Je suis le Père Noël, voilà. Donc on en est là. Il n'y a pas longtemps, je suis allée voir ma grand-mère en Guadeloupe. J'ai voulu lui dire que j'avais une copine. Je lui ai dit, mamie, j'ai une copine. Et elle a cru que je m'étais enfin fait une pote. Enfin, on en est là, quoi. Ça n'existe pas, donc il faut en parler. Je suis très contente d'être invitée dans ce live et qu'on puisse voilà, donner de la lumière à tout ça. Et en plus, il faut en parler parce que moi, je suis désolée, j'ai trop perdu d'années de lesbienne. Franchement, moi, quand j'imagine, quand je repense à toutes les filles que j'aurais pu embrasser au lycée, si j'avais su que c'était OK. Je sais pas si vous connaissez le jeu de la bouteille. Tu sais, tu tournes une bouteille, ça pointe quelqu'un, tu dois embrasser la personne. Moi, je détestais ce jeu parce que j'étais toujours obligée d'embrasser les gars. Mais si ça avait été des filles, je me serais régalée. Voilà. Non, mais voilà, je suis lesbienne, je suis très contente, il faut qu'on en parle. Mon père aussi avait oublié, je pense que ça pouvait exister, les lesbiennes. C'était drôle d'ailleurs, parce que quand j'étais ado, il avait très peur que je rencontre des garçons, enfin, très envie, mais très peur, un sentiment un peu complexe à gérer pour les faire. Mais du coup, il me laissait sortir qu'aux soirées pyjama, entre filles. Dommage, papa. Intérieurement, j'étais papa, t'assures. Extérieurement, j'étais papa, t'abuses. Mais j'étais trop contente. J'ai 2 grands frères aussi, et souvent mes frères, ils amenaient leurs amies filles à la maison. Et moi, j'étais la petite sœur. Franchement, quand j'étais petite, j'étais trop mignonne, tu vois. Donc les copines, elles voulaient jouer avec moi, tu vois. Je pense que dans leur tête, elles jouaient au papa, à la maman. Alors que moi, dans ma tête, j'étais en mode drague. Il y avait un gros quiproquo. Des fois, elles étaient là genre, oh, t'es trop mignonne, Tani. Moi, j'étais là, toi aussi, t'es trop mignonne. J'étais pas dans la friend zone. J'étais dans la sister zone. Et c'est pas cool, ok? Donc, il faut en parler, c'est très important. Après, clairement, on n'en parle pas dans toutes les situations. Par exemple, un jour, j'ai dû prendre rendez-vous chez une gynéco qui habitait dans le 16e arrondissement de Paris. Je ne sais pas quel est l'équivalent du 16e arrondissement de Paris à Montréal, mais votre ville a l'air quand même open, non? Je sais pas. Bon, je connais pas assez. Je vois les yeux de Naïla.
Ça dépend des jours.
C'est les clichés sur les villes, tu sais. Ouais, ok, ça dépend des jours, ça dépend certainement des endroits aussi, j'imagine. Mais bref, une gynéco qui me faisait un peu peur. Et donc, du coup, j'ai joué au jeu de ni oui ni non avec cette gynéco. Enfin, j'ai joué au jeu de ni hétéro ni homo. Voilà. En gros, ça donnait un truc du genre bonjour, vous êtes toujours avec le même partenaire? Pas vraiment, j'ai changé. Vous prenez la pilule? Pas tout à fait, j'ai arrêté. Une autre contraception? Pas vraiment, j'ai arrêté la contraception. Oh, vous voulez avoir des enfants? Peut-être, mais ce n'est pas tout à fait ça. C'est-à-dire, quoi? Je comprends pas. Vous avez une sexualité? Oui. Alors quoi? C'est très drôle. Les gynécos qui oublient qu'on peut être lesbienne. Mais en tout cas, non, en tout cas, voilà, ça va. Je suis contente là. En ce moment, je suis avec une fille en couple qui est métisse comme moi. Et alors ça, c'est cool. Mais même si je sais que pour les gens extérieurement, voilà, ça rajoute des réactions. Ils sont là genre ah, des cousines, copines, des amis très proches, des lesbiennes noires, ça existe. Et donc, comme je disais tout à l'heure, les lesbiennes noires, oui, c'est vrai, on est un peu comme le consentement ou le clitoris, on n'était pas hyper connus, mais c'est fini maintenant. Okay.
Mais coudonc, je suis traumatisée par l'accuracité de ce truc. Non, mais écoute, moi, ça m'a fait rire tantôt, t'es comme, moi, je sais pas si j'aurais mis rire avec 2020. Je suis comme, moi, j'ai fait une belle association. Pour moi, 2020, je me suis partie un hashtag, c'est en 2020, on connaît son vagin. OK? Parce que la gang, je m'étais acheté des jouets en janvier. Je ne savais pas à quel point ça allait me sauver la vie. Célibataire chez nous. Quoi? Je sais pas si je fais autre chose de mes journées. Comme, je vais juste apprendre à connaître. Écoute, y a-t-il des gens de moins de 18 ans? Faudrait que j'arrête de niaiser. Ok, j'arrête. Je suis une bonne fille. Non, mais écoute, vous pourrez aller trouver Tani sur Instagram, Tani l'autre. C'est écrit tout le long dans son numéro. Sinon, à la fin, j'imagine qu'on va tous vous envoyer les informations. La prochaine est une jeune humoriste parisienne. Est-ce que vous devinez c'est qui?
Attention!
C'est Marie. Elle questionne la société avec un cynisme ponctué d'éclats de rire enfantin. J'espère que ton rire va être vraiment traumatisant pour les gens puis qu'ils vont s'en rappeler parce que des fois c'est le mien que les gens se rappellent puis je suis pas à l'aise avec ça. Je ris vraiment comme une marde dans le fond. Entre sa naissance en plein génocide et son passé de pharmacienne et quelques bonnes années de dépression, sa vie lui donne matière à commenter la santé du monde. Actuellement, en écriture de son spectacle « Trop drôle pour mourir », mais là, ici, ce sera, j'espère, comme je disais tantôt, j'espère que ça va être trop drôle pour geler. Parce que si ton écran gèle, moi, je ne vais pas trouver ça drôle. Pas tout. Vous pouvez l'avoir perfectionné, ce texte, au 𝗕𝗶𝗹 Comédie Club. Puis ça, c'est à Paris, I would suppose, hein? C'est ça? Fait que les gens de Montréal, je veux dire, vous prendrez un billet d'avion en post-pandémie. OK? Fait que vous pourrez la trouver sur Instagram aussi. Trop drôle pour mourir. Fait que je te laisse le micro.
J'adore ta façon de dire mon nom. Trop drôle pour mourir. J'ai aucune crédibilité. Ça m'a fait rire votre question. Il y avait une question de thème. C'était qu'est-ce qui vous a permis d'aller au bout de 2020? Mais moi, je suis pas allée au bout de 2020. Hein. Je finis jamais rien du tout. Mes études, j'ai fait 2 premières années, 3 deuxièmes années. J'ai fait une pause en milieu de 2e, 3e année. Donc, clairement, je suis prête à recevoir un courrier chez moi qui me dit « Vous n'avez pas correctement terminé 2020, veuillez recommencer. » Je suis prête à recevoir ce courrier-là. En plus, vraiment, j'ai décidé cette année bêtement d'arrêter des études de pharmacie. Je me suis dit, ça va plus être utile pour moi de connaître les médicaments. Mauvais plan. Très mauvais plan. Et j'avais une spécialité aussi en épidémiologie.
Waouh.
Vraiment, j'ai failli être utile à l'humanité. J'ai failli. Mais c'est pas grave parce que je pense que je suis plus tranquille en faisant pas partie des gens qui savent ce qu'on va devenir là en 2020, qui connaissent tout sur le virus. Bon, déjà parce que ces gens n'existent pas. Personne ne sait ce qui va se passer avec ce virus. Les gens qui pensent savoir, c'est des complotistes. Je pense. Ils font partie, ils sont sur des groupes Facebook bizarres et voilà. Les seules personnes avec des certitudes, c'est eux. Et surtout, je pense que il y a des choses, vaut mieux pas savoir. Je préfère être tranquille parce que quand tu sais, il faut éduquer la population. Et je sais pas si vous avez déjà essayé d'éduquer la population. Bien sûr que oui. Tous les jours sur le racisme, constamment. T'es dans un Uber, tu croises le gars, il te dit, tu viens d'où? Bon, moi, je suis pas née en France, donc la question peut être pertinente. Mais en l'occurrence, je suis née au Rwanda. Est-ce que c'est pas un peu tôt, 2 minutes, pour qu'on parle ensemble de génocide?
Mais c'est ça.
Ça sent super tôt. Quand les gens, ils m'embêtent vraiment beaucoup et que j'ai envie de les gêner, je leur dis Rwanda. Est-ce que ça t'inspire? Et c'est soit Corneille, soit le génocide. Et j'aime bien les voir se débrouiller et faire oui, c'est vraiment triste. Et tu étais Hutu ou Tutsi? Pour ceux qui ne savent pas, le génocide, c'est le génocide du peuple Tutsi. Donc, quand je réponds aux gens que je suis Hutu, j'attends vraiment de voir leur réponse. Est-ce que ça va leur rapporter comme... J'adore les bloquer dans des situations gênantes comme ça. C'est vraiment un plaisir, mais ouais, ce truc d'éduquer la population, franchement, tu te retrouves à devoir trouver des analogies tout le temps. Quelqu'un qui parle avec un accent, tu dois lui expliquer, est-ce que moi, si je drague un blond, je lui parle en Ikea? Non. Trouver comme ça des petits exemples simples pour les gens, comme ça ils comprennent petit à petit. Mais moi, je suis pas née pour faire de la pédagogie. Parfois, j'en ai tellement marre. J'ai une de mes meilleures amies, c'était à son mariage, elle me dit ouais, machin, j'adore les blacks, vraiment c'est cool. Et je lui dis, on dit pas black. Elle me dit, écoute, moi je dis black, j'habite avec un black. Et je l'ai regardé, je me suis dit, mais je réside dans une personne noire. Je réside au sein d'une personne noire. Comment c'est possible, les gens comme ça? Enfin, ah là là. Donc ouais, j'imagine pas ce que ça aurait été de tout savoir sur la crise et de devoir éduquer la population. Je veux pas savoir comment font les professionnels de santé. Moi, à un moment, je suis allée travailler un petit peu en pharmacie pendant la crise, pas parce que je voulais aider le monde, parce que je voulais sortir de chez moi. Voilà. J'avoue, je m'ennuyais. J'avais envie de sortir de chez moi, donc je suis allée un peu aider les gens. Et ce que j'en ai conclu, c'est que l'humanité peut mourir, c'est bon. Ça y est, on en a pas. Les gens, ils te saoulent avec des masques, ils veulent absolument. Après, tu les vois dans la rue, ils les mettent sous leur nez, porte-le sur la tête, je sais pas, meurs. Mais ouais, c'était 2020, putain. Non, je n'ai pas survécu, moi. En plus, je pensais que ma pire année, ça allait être 2019. Parce que 2019, quand même, est-ce que ça a coupé? Non, c'est bon.
Mais le son, non, mais ta face, oui.
C'est bon, là, c'est revenu normalement. Parce que 2019, quand même, je suis allée en hôpital psychiatrique. Et je croyais que ça allait être le pire moment de ma vie, le pire. J'ai adoré. À quel point il faut être dérangé pour aimer l'hôpital psychiatrique. Mais je pense que j'y avais vraiment ma place parce que mon médecin, quand je lui ai dit j'ai envie d'y aller, elle m'a dit ça fait sens. Pourquoi? Elle m'a dit ça fait sens. Et mes amis, eux, quand je leur ai dit ouais, je pense que ouais, j'ai besoin d'aide, voilà. Pareil, pas de questionnement, non. Donc, ils doivent se dire, ah bah, ma Marie, on l'a perdue depuis 2004. Hein. Enfin, ils ont abandonné. Ah là là. Mais ouais, du coup, la vie ne nous laisse pas de répit dans ce monde. La vie ne nous laisse pas de répit, mais on continue à quoi? À exister.
Oh! On va jamais savoir la fin.
Non!
On continue à quoi?
On continue à quoi?
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? On continue. Ah non, c'est pas la fin du tout. Attendez.
Bon, on t'a perdu, on a eu peur.
C'est ça. T'avais tout notre cœur à
Bah
sauter.
oui, on était accrochés.
Parce que la connexion a coupé, t'as dit on a perdu, on est resté là.
Oh non!
On va jamais savoir.
En plus, j'ai mon mascara qui coule, donc on dirait un moment émouvant. Je sais même pas ce que c'était ma conclusion. Il y avait une belle conclusion. J'avais un pic et voilà, ça finit comme 2020, exactement. Merci.
C'est vraiment ça.
C'était vraiment
Bon, écoute, merci beaucoup pour ce numéro. C'était bien drôle.
Ouais.
Par exemple, tu m'as laissé un questionnement parce que tu as demandé, tu as dit que les seules personnes qui savent ce qui va se passer et comment se passe la pandémie, ce sont les complotistes. Moi, ce que je me demande là, je dors le soir en pensant à ça.
Ouais.
Est-ce que pour les racistes, les antiracistes sont des complotistes? Parce que pour eux, le racisme n'existe pas, puis on n'arrête pas d'en parler, puis c'est comme on parle dans le vide. Et là, ils disent on fait des théories dans le vide, ils disent on trouve des sources dans le vide. Comme, est-ce que pour eux, on est tous des complotistes?
Je pense qu'ils doivent se dire ça, qu'on est sur nos groupes Facebook, qu'on fait nos soirées d'humour comme ça entre nous, à inventer.
Fait qu'on est une gang de complotistes, nous aussi, c'est un gros complot dans le racisme systémique, c'est dans notre tête.
Ah, mais malheureusement, il y a des chiffres et des faits, tristement.
Mais, arrête de niaiser, eux autres aussi ont des chiffres puis des faits sur YouTube, là. T'as vu? Fait que je veux dire, dans leur tête, ils vont jamais nous écouter parce que pour eux, on est les complotistes. Comme nous, on va pas les écouter, là. Moi, je vais pas sur les groupes de eux autres pour faire comme, ah ben oui, c'est vrai. Porter le masque ne sert à rien. Je vais arrêter. Oh, Mila.
On verra.
En tout cas, c'est pas grave. Trêve de plaisanterie. Notre prochaine humoriste, c'est une actrice et scénariste bilingue de Montréal, Daphné Joseph. En 2008, elle a déménagé à Toronto. La question, c'est pourquoi? C'est pas des English people là-bas?
Tu sais quoi? Je me pose la même question. Ça fait 15 ans que je suis ici. Je me pose la même question à chaque jour. Pourquoi j'ai déménagé à Toronto? Jusqu'à maintenant, j'ai toujours pas la réponse.
Je suis fâchée. Comme Montréal, c'est bien.
Je suis à Montréal.
Elle a performé un peu partout en Amérique du Nord avec son duo Coco et Daphné. C'est qui Coco? Coco est pas là?
Coco, c'est ma partenaire de comédie. On fait de l'impro ensemble. Mais non, on fait de l'impro ensemble. Ouais.
Donc, tant mieux pour ça. Daphné a performé un peu partout en Amérique du Nord dans de nombreux festivals comme Harborton Great Festival en 2018, Chicago Comedy Festival, Boston Comedy Festival. On peut la faire en anglais. C'est ça, d'habiter à Toronto. Arrête de niaiser.
Non, mais il y a des trucs à passer en bas.
Ah, ok, j'arrive d'abord. Daphné a aussi fait du stand-up et de la scène de Yuk pour le Nubian Show. Mais parce que je sais pas comment parler, moi.
C'est quoi? Moi, j'adore comment tu le dis. T'as pas besoin de t'excuser. C'est comme ça qu'on dit à partir de maintenant. Yuk.
Comment vous dites-vous? Yuk?
Yuck. Mais tu sais quoi? T'as pas besoin de t'expliquer. C'est Yuk à partir de maintenant. Si quelqu'un a un problème, on se voit dans le chat.
On a baptisé.
Puis c'est ça. Puis c'est fini.
À l'écran. Ça, c'est à l'écran. C'est ma job préférée, l'écran. Daphné a joué dans plusieurs séries comme Private Eyes à CTV. Tu sais quoi? Peut-être faudra que je parle avec ton agent parce que je me cherche un agent, ok?
On va se parler après.
Je lance ça comme ça. T'as vu comment je me trouve des contacts, les enfants?
C'est comme ça que ça bouge, c'est comme ça.
C'est comme ça que ça marche. Et les Baroness Von Sketch à CBC. Elle est aussi dans la série Prank sur TFO. Puis, si vous la retrouvez sur Internet, vous pouvez trouver daphnéjoseph.me. Puis sur Instagram, Daphné1Joseph. Fait que je te laisse le micro.
Merci. Oui, malheureusement, je suis à Toronto, mais je viens de Montréal. Alors, je pense que c'est important, il faut toujours que je précise que je suis à Toronto, mais je viens de Montréal. Alors, pour tous mes Montréalais qui sont dans le chat, 514 Montréal, on fait du bruit. Moi, j'ai Côte des Neiges. C'est ça, on regarde ça chaud, uptown. Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Métro Plamondon. le problème, c'est que je parle de Montréal comme si je viens juste de déménager. Ça va faire 15 ans que je suis ici. Mais je marche dans la rue. À chaque fois, je fais un spectacle à Toronto, puis on me dit, tu viens d'où? Je suis comme, je viens de Montréal, Montréal 514, qu'est-ce qui se passe? Qui veut du bruit? Là, tout le monde est comme, what is she saying? Alors, personne n'aime ça à Toronto. Je juste, c'est silent. Mais, oui, malheureusement, j'ai effectivement déménagé à Toronto pour continuer ma carrière, blablabla, le gros violon, on va skipper tout ça. Mais je suis d'origine haïtienne. Alors, encore une fois, tous les Haïtiens qui sont là, on fait du bruit, ça cap fait, Montréal. Le truc, ce qui est intéressant, c'est être haïtien à Montréal, c'est... Il y en a tellement, je pense que ça... Il y a tellement... Malheureusement, il y a tellement d'Haïtiens à Montréal. Mais à Toronto, il n'y en a vraiment pas beaucoup. Et j'ai remarqué que quand j'ai déménagé à Toronto, je disais aux personnes, hi, I'm Daphne, I'm Haitian. Et puis eux, dans leur tête, je pense qu'ils entendaient Asian. Alors, ils entendaient asiatique. Puis après, là, ils disaient comme Asian. Puis après, on se regardait tous les deux dans les yeux. C'est comme Asian. Là, je suis comme, yeah, Haitian. Puis là, il y avait un genre de froid, puis tout le monde était mélangé. Mais tu sais, ce qui me manque vraiment à Toronto, c'est vraiment ma culture. C'est my people, les Haïtiens. Comme moi, ce qui me manque, c'est exemple d'ouvrir mon réfrigérateur et voir le bol de margarine, mais il n'y a pas de margarine, il n'y a pas de beurre à l'intérieur. Il y a juste que ta mère a cuisiné avant, le riz, tout ça. Ou bien, tu sais, je suis en train de montrer, et je sais que tous les Haïtiens à Montréal vont savoir de quoi je parle. Tu sais, les boîtes à biscuits que tout le monde, la plupart du temps, dans le temps des fêtes, c'est comme un cercle. Et
la bleue?
En métal. Et la bleue. Puis là, tu l'ouvres, il n'y a pas de biscuits. Il y a comme des trucs à coudre et puis des fils. Ça me manque, ça me manque énormément. Quand je pense à des moments comme ça, que des fois, j'essaye de partager ces trucs-là à des personnes, mais je pense que si tu ne viens pas des Caraïbes, peut-être que ça va... Je pense pas que ça résonne avec tout le monde. Ou peut-être être noir, Montréal. Alors, ça me manque énormément. Qu'est-ce qui m'a aidé avec la pandémie? Qu'est-ce qui m'a aidé à survivre la pandémie? Moi, je vais être honnête avec vous. Je vois que personne n'en a parlé. La marijuana, le weed, la laitue du diable. Comment tu appelles ça? Le buzz. C'est quoi les autres noms qu'on a? J'ai tellement... C'est pas... La marijuana, le boss, ton spliff, ton boom. Moi, c'est ça que j'ai pris. C'est ça qui m'a aidé. Mais sérieusement, que ça dit ma copine... Moi, j'ai été honnête avec toi. Si c'était... En plus, je parle comme si c'est ça qui m'a sauvé de la pandémie. C'est pas vrai. Ça fait longtemps que je fume, OK? C'est juste une raison. Maintenant, je suis comme... Ah non, la pandémie, on n'a pas le choix de fumer. Non, ça fait longtemps que je fais ça, OK, bébé? Inquiète-toi pas pour moi. Mais ce qui est drôle avec... je fume tellement de marijuana que maintenant, c'est rendu que j'utilise... Avant, premièrement, j'avais pas de place où je devais rouler. Moi, je roulais où j'avais besoin de rouler. Je roule dans ma main, je marche dans la rue, je roule. Je suis vraiment bonne à rouler, inquiète-toi pas pour ça. Mais là, ce que j'ai remarqué, c'est que je roulais dans mes livres. Alors, si je lisais un livre, tu sais, je prenais mon livre, puis après, je roulais sur la page. Et puis, la ligne de marijuana était devenue mon nouveau signal. Alors, je suis comme, j'étais rendu où dans le livre? Je cherchais, je suis comme, c'est là que je m'étais arrêtée parce que c'est là que... Le problème, c'est que je fume tellement, c'est qu'à chaque page, il y avait une ligne de marijuana. Ça ne fonctionnait pas vraiment. Sont où les personnes à Montréal qui fument? Où sont les fumeurs, les vrais potheads? Je ne parle pas à ceux qui fument comme un bam, puis après, ils sont comme, je ne peux plus. Non, je parle à ceux qui... Les vrais, là, les vrais de vrais, qui peuvent enrouler 1, 2 ou 3. C'est ça, mes amis. Ça m'a vraiment aidé. Deuxième chose qui m'a super aidé, et tu sais quoi, je vais revenir sur ce que tu as dit, Nala, c'est c'est quoi le bon terme de sextoy en français? Les jouets sexuels.
Jouets sexuels.
J'en ai acheté 3 depuis la pandémie. J'en ai cassé 4. OK? Est-ce qu'on peut parler de ça? Ça coûte cher. Quand j'étais jeune, tu utilisais tes doigts, puis t'es comme, c'est bon, t'as fini. Tu savais même pas si t'étais venue, mais ça te dérangeait pas. T'étais juste contente de faire quelque chose. Non, maintenant, je suis une grande fille, OK? J'ai 37 ans. Alors maintenant, je me suis acheté des vrais jouets. Moi, je parle des vrais jouets. Encore ceux que tu plugues et que ça donne de l'électricité. Il n'y a plus de trucs que changer ta pile. Là, tu cherches partout. Tu cherches ta télécommande à distance. Puis là, tu essaies de retirer la batterie pour la mettre dans ton jouet. C'est fini ce temps-là, OK, les filles? C'est fini. Maintenant, tu t'achètes quelque chose que tu plugues au mur ou bien quelque chose de rechargeable. Parce qu'il faut apprendre à s'aimer. OK? Il faut apprendre à s'aimer. C'est ça que j'ai appris de la pandémie. Alors moi, je m'aime beaucoup comme ça. que j'ai appris. Quelque chose d'autre qui m'a aidé énormément, c'est la thérapie. Mais je vais juste clarifier quelque chose. Je suis une actrice à Toronto, alors j'ai pas d'argent, alors je peux pas me payer une thérapeute. Alors ma thérapeute, et c'est mon chien. Mon chien, moi je rentre à la maison et puis il a tout. Je range comme Kélis et puis j'ai des larmes, je me couche à terre, je suis dans ses bras. Moi je fais du bruit pour les personnes qui ont des chiens et des chats. Parce que si c'était pas pour cette petite bête-là, je sais pas ce que j'aurais fait. Mon chien, c'est ça, mon chien, mon vibro, quelqu'un écrit, mon vibro est dead. Dead! C'est quoi? C'est qui a écrit ça? Va t'en acheter un tout de suite. C'est quoi? Fuck ce show-là. Va t'acheter un vibro tout de suite. On peut pas vivre comme ça. Il faut apprendre à s'aimer. Ça, c'est quelque chose que j'ai appris. C'est très nouveau pour moi de m'aimer. Moi, j'étais bien à aimer. C'était facile pour moi d'aimer les autres, mais m'aimer moi-même, c'est quelque chose de vraiment nouveau. Alors, va t'acheter un vibrateur, OK, bébé? T'en as besoin. Qu'est-ce que j'ai appris? Je suis en train de regarder maintenant, j'ai tellement de choses à dire sur la pandémie. Quelque chose d'autre qui m'a vraiment aidé avec la pandémie, c'est que j'avais pas envie de sortir dehors. Tu sais quoi? J'avais pas envie de sortir. La seule chose qui me manque, c'est d'être sur un stage, de parler surtout en tant qu'improvisatrice, on a vraiment besoin du public. Ça me manque énormément. Mais il y a quelque chose qui a commencé à m'énerver avec la pandémie. Et ça, c'est pour tout le monde à la maison. Ça veut pas dire que je suis à la maison que j'ai envie de parler au téléphone. Parce que je trouve qu'il y en a qui sont très mal élevés, très sous-moon. Pour tous les Haïtiens qui sont là, des sous-moons qui t'appellent sur FaceTime parce qu'ils savent que tu es chez toi. Tu n'as pas d'affaire à m'appeler sur FaceTime. FaceTime, là, c'est comme si tu arrivais chez moi, tu as ouvert la porte et tu es venu t'installer dans mon salon. C'est très mal élevé d'appeler quelqu'un sur FaceTime, OK? Tu m'envoies un message texte et après, je vais checker dans 1 heure ou 2. Quand j'ai checké, après, j'ai fini de fumer, me masturber et après, je vais te dire si c'est OK que tu m'appelles. Mais depuis la pandémie, je vois que le monde sont très à l'aise à t'appeler sur FaceTime. Moi, je me sens attaquée. OK? Je me sens attaquée, je me sens pas en sécurité. Je suis là à la maison, puis j'ai un gros FaceTime dans ma face. C'est trop. Je sais pas qui a accepté. Depuis la pandémie, le monde sont très à l'aise avec le FaceTime. Et je pense que c'est important qu'on en parle. Ça veut pas dire, j'ai appris ça. Ça veut pas dire que tu es à la maison. Ça veut pas dire que tu es chez toi, que tu es libre à parler. OK? Il faut qu'on voit la différence avec ça. Et puis, pour terminer, mais c'est vrai, est-ce qu'il y en a que vous avez reçu? Laissez-moi savoir s'il y en a qui ont reçu des gros appels FaceTime pour rien. Là, on est tous les deux en train de... je suis sur mon ordi, toi, tu es sur ton ordi, il n'y a personne qui parle, mais on est excité parce qu'on est ensemble. Non, merci. Ha! This is sadly so true. C'est exactement. En créole, on appelle ça folie relation. J'en ai pas besoin. Merci. J'ai remarqué que j'ai l'air très sauvage. J'ai l'air très sauvage. Mais en réalité, tout ce que je veux dire, c'est que j'aime tout le monde. Je m'ennuie de Montréal énormément. Ça me manque énormément. Je pense que j'ai pas réalisé à quel point que Montréal était une belle ville quand j'étais à Montréal. J'ai grandi à Montréal. Je suis née, j'ai fait toutes mes études à Montréal. Côte-des-Neiges, encore une fois, 5-1-4, Uptown. Tu sais, tout ça. C'est quoi, ça fait 15 ans que je suis partie. Je sais plus si on dit Uptown. Mais j'ai pas donné assez de love à Montréal quand j'étais à Montréal. J'étais comme, moi, je vais partir. Je vais aller à Toronto, where Degrassi is. Mais regarde, maintenant, je suis à Toronto, puis j'ai pas rencontré personne de Degrassi. Alors, c'est tout pour moi.
C'est bon! J'adore ça. Écoute, moi, ça me ferait tantôt, elle a dit Montréal represent. Je suis la première. Je suis là, je suis même pas à Montréal.
Mais voyons, t'es où?
Je suis à côté, je suis à Laval. Je suis à côté. C'est comme le petit frère adopté. Je n'ai pas rapport.
Tu n'es pas capable de dire ça fort. Tu n'as pas besoin de dire ça fort.
Oh my God.
Pour les personnes de Toronto, ils ne le savent pas. Non, mais pour le monde
même
de
les
Toronto.
gens de Montréal ne savent pas c'est où Laval. J'étais au cégep. Non, arrête de niaiser. J'étais au cégep, OK?
C'est sauvage.
Et comment ça s'appelle? La Salle. Et puis, je dis à quelqu'un, j'habite à Laval, elle me demande c'est où est-ce que j'ai des vaches.
Oh! Ça, c'est mal élevé. Ça, c'est mal élevé.
J'habite pas sur une ferme. C'est juste à côté.
C'est pas aussi loin. Tu sais quoi, moi, quand je suis ici, quand je vais au monde, je suis comme, ils me disent, tu viens où? Là, je suis comme, Montréal. Oh, you speak French. Là, je suis comme, après, ils font toujours la même question. Qu'est-ce que je peux aller aux toilettes? Va aux toilettes. Arrête de nous demander aux francophones si tu vas aller aux toilettes. Va aux toilettes. Oui, la bibliothèque. Mais ce qui m'énervait le plus, c'est que je viens de Côte-des-Neiges. Puis le monde était comme, wow, Côte-des-Neiges. I'm like, ça paraît que tu connais pas. Ça a l'air beau, là. Personne dit Côte-des-Neiges. Non.
J'habitais à Côte-des-Neiges 14 jours. Je suis revenue à Laval tout de suite. Alors, l'autre fois, par rapport au Calme, t'as dit les gens qui ont des folies t'appeler FaceTime. Écoute, ma mère a fait ça une fois. L'affaire, c'est que depuis 2020, ma mère sait maintenant que je travaille du sexe, comprends? Je fais des séances de webcam avec les gens. Ma mère m'a appelé FaceTime, je suis toute nue. Elle a compris.
Pourquoi t'as répondu?
Pourquoi j'ai répondu? Pour qu'elle apprenne. Pour qu'elle apprenne. Elle a compris. Maintenant, elle me texte avant de faire FaceTime. Il y a aucune qui va m'appeler un peu tête, je suis doulue dans ma maison, là. Elle pense quoi? Je m'habillais juste parce que j'étais chez elle, hein. Les vêtements, ça sert à rien chez moi. Ça sert à quoi?
T'as mis le soutien pour elle.
C'est juste pour elle. Moi, c'est pas pour moi. Maintenant, elle a compris. Puis pour toutes les personnes à la maison qui ont besoin de s'acheter des jouets, puis ça pas comment faire, j'ai 2 solutions. Premièrement, peut-être avoir la PCU. La PCU va t'acheter plein de jouets. Moi, la PCU m'a donné tous les jouets que je pouvais demander au ciel. La PCU m'a aidé à déménager. La PCU, pour moi, c'est la meilleure chose qui me soit arrivée. C'est la PCU. Pour vrai, cette PCU-là, c'était tout pour moi. Ensuite, c'est ça. Fait que si tu veux avoir des jouets, moi, j'ai 2 affaires. J'ai un code promo pour toi, 𝗕𝗿𝗶𝗳 chez 𝗕𝗵𝗆 𝗀, 15% de rabais. Puis sinon, tu peux devenir influenceur. Moi, je suis devenue influenceuse juste pour avoir des jouets gratuits. C'est tout. C'est juste ça.
Attends, est-ce que ton code fonctionne partout au Canada? Sinon, je vais l'envoyer chez ma soeur à Montréal parce qu'on me l'envoie à Toronto.
Je sais pas, vérifie, mais c'est 𝗕𝗏𝗍 Je sais pas s'ils sont juste au Québec.
Oh, 𝗕𝗏𝗍 c'est juste au Québec. C'est juste au Québec.
Ok, ben fais ta soeur le commander puis te l'envoyer. 𝗕𝗿𝗶𝗳, le code promo, 15% de rabais.
Merci, Pam.
Ça vaut la peine. Ça vaut la peine. Fait que c'est pas mal ça. Notre prochain humoriste, je sais pas s'il utilise des jouets sexuels, il nous le dira tout à l'heure. C'est Cliff. Oh, I have to speak English now. Ket. Okay. English time. Cliff Knight, Guyanese comédienne based in Toronto. Ah, Ket. English is bad. English is ouais. His energy and style are infectious. Infectious. Not his accent, because I don't speak English very well. His thoughts on like insurance policies, dating, and being an immigrant in Canada. Oh, me lord. I will understand everything you will say. I will laugh to the joke, but I will not be a good presentator in English, okay? That's fine, for everyone to know. Et puis, his storytelling is natural element, and it comes out during the course of every set he does. J'adore ça. He's been featured in the Comédie Nest, Gotham City Club, and the Nubian Show with Kenny Robinson. He releases funny videos all the time on his Instagram, so you can go follow him at c'est comme à commercial, A commercial A, at _, oh my God, underscore, c'est ça? Underscore Isnacliff. And it's going to be written on the screen for the people who don't understand my English. Voila.
Hey, what's up? Thank you so much. They have the other Instagram. You know, sometimes Instagram decides to make a new page for you. I don't know if this has ever happened to anybody. They did that for me. You guys found that one. It's okay though. People will still find me. It's fine. Hi everybody. Hi, bonjour. It's cool. It's me, Cliff. It's been a fun time. I'm here. I am your resident racially ambiguous comedian. So I'm here to entertain you. I'm so racially ambiguous sometimes. Like as a black man here in Toronto, sometimes I get passed up for the black guy nod completely. People just don't. People see me and they don't. It's so weird, you know. And maybe some of you know what the black guy nod is. You know, black people see each other anywhere in the world. There's a little, just a little nod to acknowledge each other. You know what I mean? It's just a little nonverbal. These white people crazy. You know, that sort of. It's there. It's just a communication. You know, cops around the corner. It's all in the neck. Right here, you know what I mean? And sometimes I don't get that at all. I don't know if people are not looking for me. You know, one time I was walking down the street and I saw this black guy and he saw me. Okay, I saw him see me. He saw me, right? And we're getting closer. We're getting into, you know, the brother proximity. And I look at him, I lock eyes, and I nod. And he didn't nod at all. He just left me nod hanging. It's so wild. So wild to me. And this was February, so I was mad. I ran up to him. I was like, "Oh, hold on once. Excuse me, brother. I You know, there's like a black guy nod policy. How come you saw me? You didn't nod. You didn't nod at all. He looks at me. He's like, oh shit, for real? Bro, to be honest, I thought you were Filipino. What? Filipino? I was so pissed. I was like, putangina, what do you mean? What do you mean? Like, do I look smart enough to have a nursing degree to you? I don't think so. I don't know, guys. Thank you all for coming. Once again, and for being a hero. Everybody here, you're a hero. If you've left your house in the past 10 months, you're a fucking hero. You know what I mean? You're taking a risk for everything, you know? And we don't talk about the other risks. You're risking your computers and your phones to open up to all the viruses. You know what I mean? People are so scared about that. That's our problem. We didn't get the older generation to take this virus seriously enough because they're not scared of outside viruses. They're scared of computer viruses. That's what we should have done. We should have said, hey, COVID will fuck up your credit. That's what we should have told them. You know what I mean? All these anti-maskers. It's so stupid. We just had to rebrand. Be like, hey, wear the mask. It masks your IP address. And they would have been fine with it. Would have been very easy, is all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Do we fuck with masks here? I hope everybody... We fuck with the masks. We're about it. We don't have any anti-maskers. I myself, personally, I love the masks. I love wearing masks. Because personally, I am tired of seeing ugly people. I'm done with it. I'm done with seeing ugly people out and about. Just put the mask on. I get to pretend that everybody's been to the dentist once in their life. It's fine. That's all. That's all it is. You know what I mean? Also, it takes the responsibility off of me to let other people know that their breath smells like shit. I don't have to do that anymore. You know what I mean? And especially, and like close proximity, there's some things that you like miss about regular society, not just everyone wearing a mask and people being so far apart, but like certain things, like you're in the grocery store, you know, and you're bending over to grab that Captain Crunch or whatever it is and the other person is bending over to grab some salami or whatever, and your butts just touch. I miss it. Bring back butt touches, man. I miss it so much. Just go. It's such a weird, intimate moment. You know what I mean? Just go touch butts with somebody. It's the COVID doesn't come from that side. I can assure you. You can't get COVID from touching butts with somebody. It doesn't come from that side. All 2019, people are eating ass. Nobody got COVID. Coincidence? I think not. No, just go touch butts with somebody. It's fine. Oh man, I was out and about. We're doing a little bit of renovations in my apartment, so I went to the hardware store and I was getting a roll of duct tape. This is all I was getting. One roll of duct tape. Pay attention, okay? I put the thing down by the cashier, and she says, "Is that all for you today? Just one roll of duct tape?" And I said, "Yes, just one roll of duct tape." But I'm not a serial killer. What? Why? Sometimes you just say dumb shit. What's happening to people's lives? And that prompts the inevitable. She's like, so, well, are you a serial killer? And I just gotta be like, no, I was just kidding. It's just a dumb thing I say, you know. Actually, you know what? If I really was a serial killer, you know, I wouldn't just be buying duct tape now, would I? Right? I'd be buying tape and gloves and buckets and tarp and acid. And she's like, oh, so you just know what serial killers buy. Okay. You know, her hand is reaching for that emergency button under the cash register. I was like, no, obviously I'm just being dumb. You know, we've all seen all the documentaries, all the movies and everything like that. You know, we know what serial killer. Actually, you know what? If I really was a serial killer, like for real, I was a serial killer, I wouldn't buy it all in one place either, would I? No. I'd go to each and every store and pick up things one by one. Oh, shit. Just realizing for some reason I'm convincing her that I'm a serial killer? How does that make sense? And it turns out the whole time she's just fucking with me. She was just fucking with me. You know, she looks at me and she's like, you can't be a serial killer. You're black.
Yeah,
What?
I knew it.
Are you kidding me? Is that just one more job we can't get? Wow. I can't deal with this. I just can't fucking deal with this, guys. And now COVID has everybody scared. So scared. They're doing things, they're talking about things they might have never talked about before. My mom, my mother, my dear old mom, she's trying to convince me to get life insurance. You know, life insurance for if I pass away suddenly or whatever. You know what I mean? And I don't know if any of you, because I'm 30 this year, so the price is going to go up or whatever. I don't know if any of you had to deal with the life insurance industry. It's the goofiest shit in the world. It's so stupid when you have to buy life insurance. Because they want you to go up to this company and say, hey, let's make a bet. Like, what? Like, this is so dumb. You're going to be like, hey, all right, I'm going to pay you all this money for 30 years, for 40 years. And if nothing happens, you just keep that. That's how you win. That's how you win this bet. Yeah. Oh, how do I win? I die. Like, what the fuck? This is the worst thing ever. Why are you continuing to live this way? I don't know. And then I asked my mom. I was like, hey, I'm not married. I don't have any kids. Who is this life insurance money for? She wants me to get $250,000. $250,000 on my own life. I'm like, who's this for? And my dear old mom, my 68-year-old Guyanese mother, she's like, it's for me, you ass. You're not gonna go out there and catch the coronavirus. Come back and left me to pay off all this 𝗓𝗵𝗃 student loans. Not to buy. I'm like, whoa, okay, calm down, mom. First of all, my mom does not talk that way, so let's just get done with that. Oh my God. And last summer, people are talking crazy shit. If you guys heard this, that white women are trying to get the term Karen classified as the same thing as the N-word. Now, that's ridiculous for obvious reasons, but it's mostly ridiculous because the N-word isn't the only thing that black people have to deal with. You know, of course, there's so much more colorful and creative, so much imaginative racism out there that, you know, it's not just a single thing. White women, they really, really want to feel oppressed somehow. They really want it. For some reason, they want to be in the club so bad. And I say, okay, I'm a helpful guy. If you want to feel what it's like to be oppressed so bad, I will help. I'm here to help. If you really, really want to be oppressed and you think people calling you Karens makes you oppressed, it would be like if you walked into a shop and the person behind the counter was like, hey, no blonde highlights allowed. You need to get the fuck out. You need to exit the premises immediately. Can you believe what this fucking latte slurper just said to me? Oh my God. Are you crazy? You need to go back to your country of the Gap. Okay. I can't deal with you right now. All of you go back to H&M. That's what it would be like, you know? This is what it is. And now we're all locked up. Everybody's locked up. Are we online dating here? Is everybody online dating? Is this what are you doing? Are you on the ads, the Tinder, the LinkedIn, the Grubhub, all these things? You know what I mean? Are you on there? Yeah. And I mean, don't get me wrong, the apps are okay. But the problem that I'm seeing is that when you're on dating apps, everybody's on them. And so after a while, you start to see the same person over and over and over and over again on every single dating app. You know, they try to mix up the names. I know it's you, Brian. I know it's you. Your name's not Orlando. Shut up. Doesn't make any sense. There's no exclusivity. That's why me personally, I only flirt on LinkedIn. That's my dating app right now. LinkedIn's the best dating app. It's the best dating. Let me tell you, LinkedIn's the best dating app because you get to see how much money they make. You know, you get to see their job history, you know, what their loyalty's like, you know, these things. You get to say, hey, I'm applying for this position. Okay. Like there's so much. And the best part about dating on LinkedIn is that all of the dick pics are professional. Okay, it's very all have a suit and tie is how it works. And I'll tell you, Toronto is like one of the best queer cities to date in. Me as a bisexual guy, I have a fun time. But the problem becomes in the way that people flirt. Like flirting with girls is kind of tough because everyone's like, it's very shy. So back and forth. Hey, so when do we meet up? January 2045. Whatever, right? It's fine. But flirting with guys online, like I could post a selfie and there's going to be like 8 guys in my inbox. Like, what kind of moisturizer do you use, bro? Oh my God. Oh, you look so soft. Whoa. Like, what is happening? And then the very next message, I haven't even had time to reply. I haven't even read yet. It's gonna be a picture. And we know what it is. We know what it is. It's not gonna be a picture of your car. I know what it is. It's going to be you like this. I know. It's gonna be a dick pic. Me personally, I'm like past dick pics, man. The first time I got a dick pic, I was on the train. I was on the subway. Okay. If any of you know, here in Toronto, there's no cell service on the subway. And once the train starts moving, there's no Wi-Fi either. So I'm in the train, we start moving, and then a dick pic just shows up on my phone. And my Bluetooth wasn't on. This motherfucker airdropped a dick pic into my phone. Excuse you, and he didn't know. He had no idea who it was. My phone wasn't named Ashley's iPhone or whatever. It was called Cliff Knight.
Oh, wow.
He wanted me to see it, and I was just like, I don't know what to do with this, bro. But I want to see who it is because I know they have to be in this subway car. You know what I mean? So now I'm looking. I'm comparing skin tone right now. Obviously, I'm looking for skin tone and hair type, of course. Let's find out who it is that decided to airdrop this dick pic in my phone. And I lock eyes with a guy at the back of the car. He's looking really nervous, right? And I lock eyes with him. He locks eyes with me. And I just turn the phone around, make sure he sees that I got it, make sure that he can hear that I take a screenshot. And I just yelled, to the group chat. And he got off the next stop. He got off right away. I weirded that guy out of his own dick pic. That's it's just how it is. It's how it is. Oh, man, guys. And now everybody's talking about how their hair was going so crazy. Hair is, especially for Black people, it is a complicated relationship here in the lockdown. You can't go to your barber. You can't go to your hairstylist. It's a journey. Me personally, I can't just have anybody cut my hair. I need a real old school Black Caribbean barbershop. Okay, that's what I need. I can't just go to Supercuts and have Dragan try to give me a fade. It doesn't work. Okay, it needs to be behind a fish shop. It needs to have no sign on it. It needs to look like all they sell are Tupac shirts. You understand what I mean? Like real Black Caribbean barbershops. And you know it's going to be a good haircut when you open the door and they start roasting you on site. Okay? They start talking some shit. Because when I opened the door, they're always like, hey, look, the weekday, come for a lineup. I'm like, what? What, bro? Right here, Mr. Tiger Woods, come to my chair. Bro, shut up. Like, they just start talking. Black Casper, Wagwan. Like, wow, dude. Like, wow. You sit down, and let me know if this has ever happened to you. You sit down, you're getting your cut, and the barber or the hairstylist gets a call. And you think they're going to be professional. They're just going to let that go to voicemail. No, they're picking that shit up. They're picking it up right away and continue cutting. No Bluetooth, nothing. It's just this, you know. They're just doing this the whole time. My barber picks up the phone all the time. Hey, Wagwan, baby, you eat, bro. Cut my hair. Bomba clot Ross last night, you crazy. Bro, just cut my hair. What the fuck? sometimes they pick up the phone and you hear something that you wasn't supposed to hear. You know what I mean? They pick up the phone. Well, go on, baby. What? Your husband soon come. Okay. Mr. left me PS3 at some Jordans over there. So okay, me soon come there. So Shark man. And they call over Shark man. I don't know who it is. You know what I mean? There's always some dude in the barbershop. You know, he sweeps up the hair, he chases out the crackheads, but he's not a barber. He's not a barber. They call him over to come and finish up my cut. Bro, I don't have time for that. You know what I mean? This dude does not have a cosmetology degree. You know what I mean? I don't take chances anymore. I don't take the chances anymore. There's no barbershops open. I'm like, fuck it. I'm going for it, guys. I'm going for it. Let's get this money, okay? Let's get this money. Okay, now we got some length in it. Let's do it. Let's see how this works on the queer dating scene. People are like, oh my God. I was walking around like this the other day and someone's like, oh my God, Sean Paul. I just fucking can't with them. I can't with them. Oh my God, guys.
You're kidding me.
This is this is a queer room. I love that everyone's so queer friendly. But me personally, I was born in Guyana. I was born there. One of the most homophobic areas is the Caribbean. And I mean, sure, there's good reason, good real Black history behind that, you know, colonization and whatnot. And I live here now, and all of my friends and family here know that I'm bisexual, but a lot of my friends back home don't know, right? And I was talking on the phone with one of my friends, and I forgot that I didn't come out to him. I forgot. I've known this guy for 20 years, right? And I was just like, well, yeah, so just making out with this guy, you know, because I'm bi. And he's like, what? You're bisexual? Is this a joke? Are you kidding me? You know what I mean? And he had this tone in his voice that made it sound like I betrayed him in some way. Like, it didn't really make sense. It was too much for him. We had to end the conversation right there. You know what I mean? It was so much. And then I'm talking to him again on the phone about 2 weeks later. And he, in not so many words, comes out to me as a flat earther. Oh my God. That's so much worse. That's so much worse. I had nothing to say. I was just like, are you kidding me right now? Is this a joke? Like, what the fuck? That's just boggling my mind. Like, bro, I just suck dick. You don't believe in the globe? That's different. That's holy shit. Hey, yo, I've been Cliff Knight. Thank you guys so much. You're the best. Bye.
Thank you very much. Oh my God. Cliff talked about the hairdressers that are closed. Like, okay, on TikTok, my favorite thing to do is like getting white people mad. It's like a vocation. I don't know how to say this in English. And some white people, I don't know. I think they have guts. They're like, hey, go fix your wig. Go fix your wig. I'm like, how? The hairdressers are closed. Talk to Legault. Tell Legault to open the hair salon. I cannot do my hair alone. What? People are crazy in those times. So, and the other thing I don't like about the mask, I'm not an anti-masker or something, but it's just that usually I don't wear makeup. The only thing I wear is lipstick.
Ooh.
So now that I have a mask, I'm like, ugh. It would have been easier if it was like sunglasses, maybe. Sunglasses?
You
I
can
would
get
have like...
you can get the helmet. They have the helmet.
Yeah, comme tu dis, transparent, see-through.
Yeah.
I should do that because
it's like $80, but like I'm thinking about getting it.
Never mind. Cancel. It's just to go to the grocery store. Never mind, okay? $80, ça va? It's a PC. Nope. Cancel. So the next invité, okay? The next person, don't talk to me about spending $80, okay? Don't talk to me about $80. It's Tamara, okay? She's a Toronto-based comic who started her comedic storytelling through wine-colored glass in Beijing, China. Okay, people? So you can say you're Asian, Asian. Never mind. Since then, she has been blazing through the Toronto scene with her characteristic wit and her lovable abilities to flirt with boundaries of social acceptable. Tamara, co-produced and co-host of Sunday Best Comedy. She has performed stand-up all over China, Canada, United States, and was second runner-up in the Beijing Improv Comedy Festival. More recently, Tamara has performed, I don't know how to say that, 9NX
Yeah, North by Northeast. It's fine. It doesn't exist anymore.
Ooh, okay, never mind. It doesn't exist. It's confusing to me. And the Confused Comedy Tower, where she was the only Black person at each stop. And this was an obvious... and if this wasn't obvious already, Tamara wrote her bio herself, which is why she sounds so awesome. And this is why my accent is not able to pronounce the word. That was not mine. So it's your turn.
Okay, thank you. Hello. I am fresh off of eating a bunch of fried chicken. That's where I'm at right now. I've been doing this thing where I punish myself. So if I want to eat a lot of fried chicken, I wear jeans so that I can it's like my own gastric bypass surgery. I have the jeans on, but right now I have to roll the jeans down, let my gut breathe. Like that's where I'm at. I don't care. Nothing matters anymore. Nothing matters. Where are the vaccines, right? Where are the vaccines? I'm eating myself to death out here. Okay. I don't understand. Like I saw this vaccine rollout, first place in England. Okay. I was like, okay, what? Right. And they gave it to this 90-year-old woman. Did you guys see the footage of this 90-year-old woman coming out? She rolls out on this, they push her out. She's in a wheelchair, her head's down, and they're like throwing confetti at her. I'm like, this is this bitch's funeral, bro. What is happening? Send that vaccine to me. Like, it's like, okay, vaccine today, still might be dead tomorrow. You know what I mean? Can we get a few more? Can we get a few more for me? Like, I can't be out here in these streets like this, right? I'm like this quarantine life. Quarantine's hard. Quarantine's hard because there's so many different levels to quarantine, okay? And they are doing it wrong. They're like, okay, we're in stage 1. Okay, there's stage 2, stage 3. I'm like, sorry, what is happening right now? We're doing this the wrong way, okay? Because I want to be going back to like stage 0. I want to be going back to no COVID. Anytime we're moving up, they're making it seem like a prize. They're like, okay, stage 1. But now we're going into stage 2. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, and then stage 3. I'm like, yo, go back. You know what I mean? Like, no one's ever been stage 4 or anything and been like, we're going to make it. No, right? That doesn't happen. I'm like, we need to go backwards. And I'm tired of seeing the same things. I can't watch the news anymore. Like in the beginning, it was cute to watch the news, right? Because everyone was like finally crying as much as I do, but like in public, I was like, oh my God, yeah, go off, right? But then it started being like, yo, everyone's crying all the time. I can't watch the news. And then I have Doug Ford out here being like, oh, hello, my friends. We're not your friends, okay? We were Rob's friend, okay? We were Rob's friend. The guy that was doing crack and speaking patois, that was our friend. I need you to open up the hair salons because I'm growing dreads, okay? So we're not your friends. I don't know what's happening right now. I'm at the stage where I'm like, there are some good things though, right? Like Justin Trudeau, really sick guy. We learned a lot from Justin Trudeau. I don't know if you learned the same things that I learned. I don't know what the fuck he's ever saying, but I understand how to use his tactic for things in my life, right? Because I want to start a show called Quarantine Couples, right? You look at all the couples that are breaking up, right? You ever break up with somebody and then you think you broke up with them and they wake up the next day and they're like, hey, baby. And you're like, I thought we did this, right? I thought we already broke up. Now you can just use the Justin Trudeau way to break up. You know how he talks to us like we're really, really not getting it, super slow, like we're imbeciles? You know how he talks to us like that? Like, hello, Canada. I'm like, speed it up, Justin, right? Why are we going so slow? But I realized by the end of me listening to him, I'm like, I have retained that information. you know? So if you want to break up with anyone, if anyone's watching this right now, they're like, how do I break up with somebody that I'm with? You just got to do it Trudeau style, okay? It's not me. It's you. And if we practice physical distancing forever, we will never be essential. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, go off, Justin. Right? I'm about that life. I understand it. I'm working on it still. I will say I'm working on it still because, like, right now I am quarantining in beautiful, beautiful Mississauga, Ontario. Okay, I don't know if anyone's been to Mississauga, Ontario. All there is here are just parks and Croatians, okay? I'm dating a Croatian man. Why did I do that to myself? If I knew the pandemic was coming and I was gonna have to risk salt and pepper on my chicken, I wouldn't have done this, okay? I wouldn't have done this. I'm looking at them, I'm like, they're like, you know, my man is like, okay, you know what? I'm looking at put a whole slab of meat into the oven. And I'm like, oh, where are the seasonings? And he said, the flavor of the meat is enough. I'm in modern day jail, okay, y'all? This is a cry for help. I'm blinking twice. What do you mean the flavor of the meat is enough? I am a Jamaican Jew, okay? Do you know how Jamaican Jewish people cook food? When you take a bite, you don't know if it's chicken, pork, or fish. It's so heavily seasoned. I'll be like, ooh, I love this chicken. They're like, it's fish. I'm like, okay, sick. Yeah, whatever. Everything tastes the same. Jerk fish, jerk chicken, jerk everything. I'm jerk rice. Like, let's go. Okay. I'm good to go. Like, save me, right? Now I'm doing these things that I never thought I would do. The quarantine makes you do crazy things, right? It makes you do things that you never thought you would do with somebody else. Like the other day, and it just escaped my mouth. I don't even know. I was like, who said that, right? And I was like, babe, why don't we work out together? Work out together? I don't even work out alone. I was like, this is crazy. I'm watching too much Instagram, okay? I'm watching too much Instagram. I got ambitious. I was like, I can do that too. No, why did I do that? I was like, let's work out together. He's like, okay, yeah, let's work out together. Okay, so I don't know about how you guys work out, but when I work out, I set a timer. Not 1 second over am I going to do an extra squat. Are you crazy? No. When I set that alarm for 30 minutes, I could be mid-squat, fall to the floor, beep, beep, beep. The alarm says I have to be finished. I have to be done now. I have to be done. The workout has been completed, okay? The workout is complete. So I'm doing this.
No.
Oh, no.
No. What workout was she doing? Don't look at me. I'm not working out, people. Hey, whoa. Whoa.
I'm here. I'm back. I'm like lifting these weights. I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, and I drop them. I'm like, okay, cool. And he's like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, I'm done. You know, I'm done. And he looked me dead in the eye and he said, I still have an hour and a half to go. I was like, I'm sorry, are we trying to fuck other people? Like, what's going on right now? Why are you working out so hard? Who is this for? I'm just trying to maintain. And you're working out like we're about to have our own TV special. Like, I don't need that. You don't need to go in like that. I like to do what I like to call the curves workout. You guys remember curves? Remember the curves workout? It's like a, white background, purple cursive curves, right? 30-minute circuit training, right? Mm-hmm. All women, you get your heart pumping by just standing next to the elliptical, being like, I can feel its energy. You know what I mean? You don't have to do anything, curves. I'm like, yeah. The last 2 minutes, are you walking to your car being like, fuck working out? Curves, about that life, okay? I'm not about this whole gym setup where we're working out together. Working out is the new red flag. It is the new red flag. If someone says, I work out 6 times a week, I'm like, I'm not trying to hide my food in the house like this, okay? Because that's what I'm doing right now. What I'm doing right now is I overachieved. I got ambitious. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna I'm going to start doing this thing where I eat healthy. I'm going to eat healthy. Start hiding my snacks all around the house now because I made that commitment. He's like, I thought you were eating healthy. I'm like, yeah. I'm eating healthy. I'm just going to go to my favorite restaurant real quick. I'm going to go to my favorite restaurant, the bathroom. I've been hiding dumplings in every room, y'all. Okay, every room. I'll be like, ooh, okay. I go in the bathroom, close the door, pull out my whole plate of dumplings, eat that shit up, put it back in. And he's like, oh, how was that? I was like, that was a big one. He doesn't need to know what I'm talking about. I just need to know that I'm hiding these snacks. Because I tried this thing. Because have you guys heard there's a thing where you can like fast? There's fasting. People are doing this fasting. And I'm like, not talking about like fasting, I'm religious and it's for a reason. I'm talking about fasting the way that like white people do it. like for clout, right? Have you guys seen this shit? Instagram fasting? Where they're like, oh my gosh, yeah, I love my, fasting's the best way to do it. Fasting's the way to go. From like 9 a.m. until 6 p.m., I can eat whatever I want. And then from 6 p.m. until midnight, I cry. You're not going to catch me on that tip. You're not going to catch me on that tip. Secret Dumpling, yo, we're getting franchises, trust. Yo, that'd be a sick restaurant. You just go into a room. You just go into a little room and you shame eat, and then you go and meet your partner at the end being like, we don't have to talk about this. Yo, Secret Dumpling coming soon. Hello. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm like, you know what? I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to fast. So I started taking like one step further. If I want to have a really big meal, I start taking my snacks on walks. If people are going to take their dogs on walk, I'm going to take my snacks on walks. The only difference is that you come back with your dog and I don't come back with my snacks. It's fine, right? Killing two birds with one stone. And it's good. But like I've been smoking so much weed during this pandemic. It's been the only thing that's going to be getting me through it. But edibles are a different breed, right? Edibles hit different because you think you're already high. And then 3 hours later, you're like, oh, I guess I'm high, right? I guess this is what it was. You ever eat an edible and then you wake up on your floor? You go to bed, you wake up on the floor because something happened in your sleep. The edibles were so strong that you were sleeping on the floor for like 6 hours and didn't even notice. Edibles hit different. So I started doing this thing where I started eating edibles and trying to like order food, which don't do that. Don't do that, okay? Because I made challenges for myself. I've set up challenges for myself where I don't know what you've been doing with your CERB money, because that CERB money came in so lusciously, right? It came in so beautifully. Like, it was just like, here is $2,000. And you're like, okay, so this $1,000 is for rent. And the other $1,000 is to better myself, right? That's what I thought. Okay. So I was like, yo, I'm going to give myself a daily challenge. And every day I have the same challenge. And it's called, I don't know if you guys have tried it, the Skip the Dishes challenge. You guys tried that challenge? It's a sick challenge, okay? You just try to skip the dishes, like from A to Z, every restaurant. Finish it up. I ordered things that I never thought I'd order. I ordered one donut from Tim Hortons with delivery and tip, because I was like, I'm rich, bitch. Like, you know what I mean? It was crazy. One dry ass honey cruller, and I was like, living the life, right? And then Justin Trudeau said, we're not trying to give you any more of that money. Like, yo, this is what it's like to be broke, for real. Okay? This is what it's like to be super broke. I don't know what I was thinking. The things I got, I tried every cuisine. I learned a lot. Trudeau taught me about so many cuisines I would have never known. I'm like, me and Skip the Dishes, I own shares at this point. Like, yo, they're like, Skip the Dishes dollars. I was like, Skip the Dishes dollars, yo. I own this app now, okay? You guys gotta pay me out. Like, for real. But now I'm like ordering things, and I'm ordering them on edibles, and I'm like learning a lot about myself, right? I'm learning like, so I ordered Subway sandwiches because, you know, sometimes you have no self-respect, right? So I ordered Subway sandwiches. I get the Italian BMT. Let's go, right? It gets dropped off at my door. The guy sprints into the night. You know how it is. Not to see anybody anymore. And so he leaves. And I'm like getting really high on this edible, and I'm like, okay. And I'm like opening it up, and I start getting these revelations, and I'm looking at this sandwich, and I'm like, hold on a second. This is 6 inches? Okay. There are so many of my exes I need to call right now. Okay, what is happening? What is happening? I've been lied to. Okay, I've been getting snack dick. Okay, I'm looking at this and I'm like, how are you trying to tell me this is 6 inches? You know how many arguments I could have won if I knew I was fighting with a 3-inch dick? Okay, whoa. Subway's telling me to eat fresh. I'm like, I will not eat fresh unless it's 6 inches. Okay. Not eating fresh anymore. No, thank you. No, ma'am. Right? I don't know. Like, I'm just like, I mean, like, let's be real. How far into quarantine were you when you realized that if you eat a whole tub of ice cream, no matter what, you're lactose intolerant? Did you guys know that? Oh my God. I was like, okay, so it's a lifestyle choice. It's a lifestyle thing. Okay, I got it. Everyone's lactose intolerant if you're a greedy ass bitch. I get it. I get it. Oh my God, the revelations, right? But the best thing that happened out of quarantine is because you can't see anybody, but unless you're going outside of the city with your little bubble in the summer. I was like, okay. So this past summer, I got invited, and you know what I mean? It was in the height of the BLM protest, because I think people started feeling bad. People started feeling bad, and white people got shook. They didn't know what to do. They're like, I feel so bad. How can I help? How can I help? And then I started getting invites. People were like, oh, would you like to come to my cottage? Would I like to come to your cottage? Yo, okay. You know what it's like when a white person invites you to their other home that they've already paid off as well? I'm like, okay. So I'm like, let's go to the cottage, yo. Cottage life. I'm so pumped about it. I'm like, let's do this. Do you know that you can't go to a cottage unless you're a part of a group chat? Can't go to a cottage unless you're a part of a group chat. And the group chat, constantly, there's this group chat going on. Everyone, no matter when you check it, you've already missed 25 messages. No matter what time of day, you've missed 25 messages. Every time. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? I'm like, I'm looking, and y'all, it's just all about food. It's all about food. It's like, I got the hamburgers. Do you have the buns? Oh my gosh, I knew you would have the buns. I can always count on you, Shara. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? What is this? And they're like, don't forget the veggie burgers. Christina's vegetarian now. It's like, okay, cool. That bitch can starve. You know what I mean? Sounds like a personal choice. Oh, she's gluten-free? Oh, she's gluten-free? Then why is she doing all the drugs? You know what I mean? What's going on here? This is crazy, right? And then you have to learn a lot of things. You have to go into your first Bass Pro. Have you guys been to Bass Pro? It's a store it's a store full of camouflage, and you're the target if you're black. You're the person that you walk in, and everyone's just like, are you lost? It's like, no. But why is there a store that only white people go to that's all camouflage and only sells guns? I don't like this. You mean Bass Pro? You gotta say, like, you gotta tell me what's actually in here. Now every aisle is just full of beef jerky, coolers, and guns. Like, what? Like, what is this? So I'm like, and then now I'm like getting scared for the cottage, right? Because there's a lot of things you need to know before you go. You need to know like what a Yeti cooler is, which is like the super expensive, like $1,000 cooler. I'm like, okay. You need to know at least 3 Tragically Hip songs. I'm letting y'all know. You need to know at least 3 Tragically Hip songs before you go to the cottage, and because they'll quiz you. I'll be like fully, completely. And they're like verse 2. I'm like, you are pushing this, okay? What do you mean verse 2? You're like, I even learned the course, okay? But you can't go up to and we all know this one. You can't go up to a cottage unless you're bringing a golden retriever? You know what I mean? Unless you're bringing a golden retriever. Or are you even going? And these people have the audacity to put the car beside you and strap in the dog first. Like, what are you talking about? Why does this dog have a seatbelt before me? What tip are you guys on? Okay. But as soon as we got up there, we start driving, we're driving, and you know that you're going to a cottage because you're listening to like Flow 93.5 or you're listening to the local radio station. Rihanna's on. You're like, make me feel like I'm just, welcome to the Doc FM. Where all we play is heavy metal and the tragically hip. I'm like, what is happening? Your phone starts being like, oh, extended coverage cannot connect. I'm like, no, this is what's going on. The windows start like rolling up. The night starts coming. The doors start locking. I'm like, yo, I'm never gonna see my mom again. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy. But as soon as I got there, y'all, don't worry. As soon as I got there, everyone immediately forgot that I was black, right? Which was like really cute. Like I saw the effort. I was like, I get it. This is really cute, but it's also very terrifying. Okay. Because we got there, the van door opened. The dog was like, or whatever dogs do. Like, you know what I mean? I don't really know. And they're like, everyone get your bathing suits on. Let's go tanning. And I was like, who are you talking to? You know what I mean? What do you mean, let's go tan? They're like, come on, Tamara, come on. Everyone can tan.
Okay.
And y'all, that is the opening scene of Get Out. Okay? That's the opening scene. You guys have been so awesome. Thank you so much for having me. I've been Tara Siobhan. Bye.
Thank you very much. It was really nice to have you. I'm dead. I really like the skip the dishes challenge. I might try. Really soon. But I have like one anecdote with Uber Eats. I'm a little traumatized because I tried to order my grocery store because now you don't have to get out your house. You can just order your groceries. So I tried this and then I left a message to the deliverer. I don't know how to say that. The grocery store man. Not sure. This guy. Like, I'm gonna buzz him in, but he doesn't have to wait for me to get to the door because I was taking my shower. So I'm like, I'm not gonna get dressed and open the door. I don't care. Like I have like chips and nothing is gonna melt. So he says, okay. So I say, okay. So now he get there. He buzz. I buzz him in. I'm naked in my house. I go back to my shower. And then I hear a noise. I hear something. I'm like, what is happening? So I get out of my shower. Naked because I was in the shower. And the guy came in. He did not understand what I said. He thought I said, he doesn't have to wait for me. He can put my groceries in my house.
Not an Uber Eats booty call.
It was traumatizing. So I hope people in Skip the Dishes don't come in your house like that. I'm like,
girl, you need to call Batman. Just call Batman.
Because it was traumatizing. Like, what are you doing inside? There's COVID. Why would you come in my germs? Why?
My germs.
Why? I really don't get it. I don't know why he came in. It's really weird for me. It was a traumatizing experience. So I ordered the grocery the next day just to see if it's gonna work again or if the guy will be cuter. It did not work. So the next person we have and the last one is Brendan. He's a Tim Sims Award nominated comedian and a telefilm New Voice Award winning writer. This is a long title. And the creator of the Ethnic Rainbow, Canada's first and only comedy show for LGBTQ plus comedian of color. Brendan has I don't hear you, Brendan. Is this your?
Oh, and now I'm not muted. Now I'm not muted.
Oh,
hear
okay,
me now?
perfect. Yeah, I
now?
hear you. I'm like, I see your lips moving, but I just don't hear you. Okay, Brendan has opened for Julio Torres, James Adomian, Chris Red, Mo Amir, Sifa Sounds. I'm really bad with names. And
I like how
has
you say though. Yeah.
thanks. I'm
I
like,
like how you say that.
if I was a white teacher, people would call me racist because of that. Because I
Julio.
can't pronounce
Julio.
people's name.
Yeah.
I'm like, 𝗕𝗵𝗃 and then it's Alexandra. Okay, sounds okay. I forgot where I was. Okay. He was named the breakout artist of 2018 by Now magazine and Comic to Watch in 2019 by CBC. He was a writer on CBC's first season of Tall Boys, and his debut album 𝗕𝗵𝗃 is the first comedy album ever released by a Black gay Canadian.
Hey.
So if you want to find him, you can go on the internet at brendan.lol. I would guess lol is for laughing out loud.
Yeah.
Okay, Brendan.lol. So it's your turn, Brendan.
Yeah, okay, it's my turn.
Yeah.
It's my turn. Let's get started. Okay, so my name is Brandon Ash Muhammad, right? Yes. I like all my names because when you read them, the last one is like a twist no one sees coming. It's like, what is this? I didn't expect that there. That should be there. I like kind of like, even though like my last name is Muhammad, I don't like, my family isn't like that Muslim. Like, I don't know what that means, but like we've only been to a mosque one time, and it was in the video game Prince of Persia. Yeah. I've been trying to create like an analogy to describe people how I can look Muslim, have a Muslim last name, but not necessarily be it. And this is what I've come up with. Okay. It's just like, how do I say this? It's just like, I am to Muslims what the peanut is to nuts. Like, okay, some people don't get it. So it's like I look like a nut. I have nut in my name, but I'm a legume. Mm-hmm.
Oh!
Oh, it took a second. It always does.
The English is bad, eh?
Yeah. I love it. I am Caribbean, specifically Trinidadian, and back home I'm what's known as a Dougla, and it describes a Caribbean person who's of mixed Indian and African ancestry. But sometimes white people don't know that I'm Indian, and I'll hear them say things like, I don't like Indian people. They smell like curry. And I'm just like, white people, you don't smell that good either. Okay. Like, no one is going around trying to smell like white people things. No one's going down to Bath and Body Works and trying to smell like the Calgary Stampede. Yeah. Like, think about it. All the Bessons have ethnic names because the Bessons are like Hawaiian Breeze, Tropical Summer, what's the other one? Lavender. Yeah. I think that's all of them. In quarantine, I've been staying with my grandmother, and it's been really fun because like I just like watching her favorite show with her, and her favorite show is the news. And I love watching the news with her because she like blends the stories together. Like I remember like one time I was watching it with her, and she was like, Brandon, did you hear Celine Dion releasing a new album? And I was like, oh shit. And she was just like, yeah, it's called the Trans-Canada Pipeline. People are mad about it. Another time we were watching it, and she was like, Brandon, did you hear they're raising the price of Netflix? And I was like, and she was just like, that damn Doug Ford. Fun times. My grandmother does this thing where like she says words in the wrong order, so I don't understand what she means. Like, I remember one time I came home and she's making dinner, and she was like, oh, Brandon, are you hungry? You want some spaghetti and ball meat? And I was just like, yeah, Dad, that's none of your business. Like, stay out of my business. Oh my God. Always in my business. So as you've gathered, I am gay and black and gay. And being black and gay is such like a hard experience, right? Because you're just always so talented.
Sorry.
Like, think of any gay black person you know. At minimum, they can do the splits.
Yeah.
It's true. See, I once did this joke, and there was another gay black dude in the audience, and that doesn't happen a lot in Toronto. And he started laughing super hard, and then I noticed that he had crutches, and I was just like, "Wait, you're laughing too? What happened? What happened? You're laughing too hard at this." And what happened was he was voguing, did the splits, broke his knee. And I was just like, yo, whoa, that is the gayest yet blackest way to hurt yourself. Like, yeah. I'm here for that. Diversity and injuries. That's what we need. I need to write that down. Okay, I'm not actually. Thinking about a lot. I've been in quarantine. I've just been like thinking a lot about like my childhood. And like when I was a kid, I was very, very, very shy. And I had to go to this camp for kids with ADHD, which is just like its own like weird thing. But I remember my first year there, I was scared I couldn't talk because I was so shy. And my counselor, all that she knew about me was that I liked Madonna. So in order to like get me to talk, she came up to me one day with like a magazine, and Madonna was on the cover, and she put it next to me, like next to my face, like comparing me to it. And she was just like, oh my God, you look exactly like her. And like, I took it as such a compliment, but now looking back, I'm like, yo, if that was really true, if I, a black tween, looked exactly like a middle-aged white woman, that's not a compliment. That's a medical emergency. Like, this explains so much. Is this why I respond to the name Karen? Is this why I shop exclusively at the Hudson Bay? Is this why I know the difference between Burgundy and Auburn? I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm going to be 30 soon enough. And what I've noticed about getting older is that the more I've gotten older, the more I've just been like telling people, been coming to like people's places of work and telling them that I've been coming there since before they were born. Like, I went to the grocery store and I was just like, I've been coming here since before you were born. And the cashier was just like, all I asked is if you wanted a bag. Like, I'm getting older. I'm trying to age gracefully. And one time that I know that I'm definitely getting older is that I'm starting to use a neti pot. You guys know what a neti pot is?
Yeah.
That's not what a neti pot is. Like, if you don't, so like a neti pot is like a nice teapot, and you like fill it with water and you pour it in your nose. And like every time I use it, I'm just like, like, what a fancy way to drown. I love it. Another sign I'm getting older is that people have been calling me sir a lot. People have been like, sir. And every time it happens, I always forget it's because I'm getting older. So when they're just like, sir, I'm just like, I have not been knighted. How dare you disrespect the crown? That is so disrespectful. The queen is mad. Okay, you didn't like that. Whatever. I've been in quarantine. I'm in a relationship, so my relationship is in quarantine. But my boyfriend is younger than me, but he makes more money than I do. I did it. Yeah, I don't like to call him my sugar daddy, though, because I think that's wrong. I prefer the term sugar son. Like, anytime I can't pay for anything, he's like, it's on me, Papa. The thing is, I don't know how much money a year he makes, so I'm always trying to figure it out. Like, I remember one time we were taking a cab somewhere, and cabs in Toronto are very expensive, so I was just like, whoa. We're taking a taxi? That's a money. Okay. He must make $80,000 a year. But then he was like, can you pay for half of it? And I was like, okay, $40,000 a year. Then we went to Chipotle. He got guacamole and he paid for both of us. And I was just like, yo, my boyfriend is Bill Gates. Like, is my boyfriend Oprah? My boyfriend's Oprah. He's a billionaire. It's been a fun time. Me and my boyfriend are voluptuous, and as a fat person, I've accepted that there are things I will never be thin enough to do right. But I also know that there are things I'm only like fat enough to do. Like okay, I'll give you an example. Like I know I will never be thin enough to walk across a frozen lake safely. Okay. But I know that if I did and I fell in, I wouldn't die of hypothermia. And that's my fat privilege. That's my fat privilege. You guys should get it. You guys should get it. I have a question. Who thinks we should defund the police? Okay, great. Only one person? Okay. Because if there was not more people, I would just be like, why are you here?
Block them.
Yeah, you're blocked. You're a little bit country. I'm a little rock and roll, you know? I think the biggest argument people always have against this is they're just like, we need the police. They are the most essential, most important, most difficult job in our society. And I'm like, they're also one of the only jobs that can be done by a dog. Yeah. And dogs are like really good at it too. Like they use their noses to climb perks. They run fast and they're easy to train, and they do that while not being inherently racist. Like what? Like if you really break it down, like policing is the only job where the dog version is actively better than the human version. Like even like the horse version is better than the human version, and the horse version mostly just poos on the street. That's all they do. I heard somewhere that the government spends $41 million a day on the police, at least in Toronto or something. And I'm not okay with that. But you know how I would be okay with that? I might feel different if they were all dogs. Like, if we had an all dog force or a Paw Patrol, if you will, I'd be okay with spending $41 million a day on that because, like, one, they're actually good at their job, so they need to be compensated properly. And two, each of them got like 7 kids. That's expensive. That's expensive. I once did this joke, and there was this white lady, and she came up to me. She was like, actually, I was listening to a podcast, and they said that dogs are actually inherently racist. And I was just like, yes, your dog. Your dog. Your dog. Nobody named Spike has liked a black person. I'm sorry. I'm just putting it out there. I think my favorite thing I've been doing in quarantine is I've been rewatching this little like niche show. I don't know if anybody's like really heard of it. It's called Arthur. Have you watched Arthur? Like, has anybody watched Arthur?
I don't know.
Have you not watched Arthur the Aardvark?
The what?
The Aardvark.
Yeah, maybe in French.
I don't know what that is in French, but
me neither.
Somebody translate for me. I used to read. You'll see the photo. I'll bring a photo. But like in the television show Arthur, like the television show Arthur is very different than the book Arthur, which is what I'm more familiar with. Like okay, like I don't know if can you see that?
Yep.
You know this Arthur?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, you see this Arthur. Like people will be like, okay, yo, he had a nose job. Me? No. I think Arthur got his face circumcised. What a reaction. That was such a like sultry, like I don't even know what that was. I like it though. I've never made a woman do that before. That's all I have to say. I found out recently, though, that because I've been doing a lot of background on Arthur, and I found out that Arthur is an aardvark, and aardvarks are from Africa. So I'm just like, yo, can Arthur say the N-word then? And this leads me to my big question. Who on Arthur would I feel comfortable with saying nigga? I made a list. Okay. Okay, number 3, Francine, because she can play the drums, rhythm. That's black. Okay, great. Buster Baxter. Why? Because his US like Brandon. What? No, but his name is Buster Baxter. Okay, that's a black name. You guys are just like, but Brandon, he's white. His color is white, and I'm just like, he's actually albino. Stop that. Stop that. Have you seen his mom? Have you seen her hair? It looks like this. And my number one person is Binky. And you guys are like, why? What Binky? How? Brandon, that's crazy. And why? It's because he looks exactly like Timbaland. I have the receipts. I have the receipts. I have the receipts. I have the receipts. Timbaland! You got a son in Elwood City. Timbaland, go see your son. Great. Anyways, that's been my time. Thank you guys so much. Bye.
Bye. Oh my God. Okay, I'm spitting water over. So, oh my God, it was really fun to see you all, guys and girls. I hope everyone home that discovered you will now follow you on social media and your careers and buy tickets to your shows. And maybe also mine sometimes. Sometimes I'm funny, I don't know, like in the morning. And yeah, I think that's it. And I hope, don't forget to follow everyone. And yeah, c'est ça, suivez-nous sur les réseaux sociaux. Je sais même pas pourquoi j'ai commencé en anglais. Wow, qu'est-ce qui se passe avec moi? Merci tout le monde d'être venu. Merci aux gens qui sont à la maison. Écoute, je sais pas si je vois pas vraiment bien le chat. Est-ce que vous avez quelque chose à dire, les amis? Oh mon Dieu, là, je viens de voir le chat. OK, les gens parlaient. Oh, yes, oh my God, oh, the animation. OK. Ben, écoute, on n'a rien dit plus à dire que ça. Sinon, c'est pas mal ce qui conclut notre numéro. Y a-t-il quelqu'un qui a une blague de plus? Puis là, la gang, est-ce que tout le monde ici est au courant du speed dating qui se passe? Is everyone au courant about the speed dating at 9 o'clock tonight? It's for the black women. C'est ça, the black queer women. And I'm gonna be here, okay? I'm not celibate, but I'm gonna be here. Okay, it's not true. I'm célibataire. It's a joke. I'm free, tout le monde. I'm free. So I'm gonna be there also to talk to you girls. And it's at 9 o'clock. So come back. We're gonna take a break. I need to pee and everything. C'est ça. Sinon, y a-t-il quelqu'un a un mot de la fin? Does someone want to say a last word?
Bye, y'all. Love you.
This is so much
Fun.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Follow us on Instagram. Bye.
Yeah, this was such a cool event. I had so much fun. This is the best.
Yeah.
On a dit est-ce qu'elle doit amener son vibrateur qui est brisé?
C'est ça, quelqu'un dit est-ce que je dois amener mon vibrateur brisé au speed dating? I would say yes.
Yes.
Comme ça, you can show us what it looks like, and then I will give you the link of my promo code to buy a new one.
Oui, je vais venir te checker aussi pour ce code plus tard.
Ça fait plaisir à tout le monde. Non, c'est vrai, Dildo Fund. Tout le monde, 15% off. 15% off at Eros et compagnie. It is not a real partnership, but sometimes when a lot of people buy stuff, they just send me a check because they're like, oh, you're so nice. I'm like, oh, thank you. So, people, use the code. OK? Puis, pour le speed dating, le lien est juste en bas ici, là. Massimadi.ca// Oh, how do you say slash en anglais?
Slash.
Ah, OK.
C'est la même chose.
OK. Massimadi.ca/speed dating. OK, people, tout le monde a vu? Vous êtes mieux d'être là, les gens, hein? Vous êtes mieux d'être là. Moi, je vais te faucher sinon. So that's pas mal it. If someone has another funny question in the commentaire, I will read. I have a spare electric toothbrush. OK, ben écoute. OK, I cannot say I've used this one, but I guess.
Oh my God.
I mean, whatever works, right? No?
It's a good toothbrush.
It's also a good suggestion because I'm like, oh, my roommate has an electric toothbrush. Maybe I should try.
Oh, you're getting some ideas. Oh, okay. Okay.
Have a wee
Tell
moat.
them to guard their ninja, the food processor.
The blender.
Yo, there will be no remotes. No
Guard the
remotes to
drill.
use. All the batteries out of all the electronics sitting in the dark. Yeah.
Oh my god, this is too crazy for me. Bon, les enfants, so we have it's 7 o'clock. We have a 2-hour break for everyone to go masturbate a little bit, and then we come back to be fresh and ready for the speed dating. Okay?
Bye.
Yeah, comme ça, everyone's gonna have a glow. Hein? Ah. C'est comme ça, ça marche. Bye!
Bye.
Est-ce que la gang doit fermer ma caméra aussi? Je sais pas comment faire ça. Équipe technique!